Happening, party people? This is your daily morning motivational message. It is faith, focus, and follow through Friday. We do motivation every day so we understand the power of consistency, the power of good habits. Your habits are going to reveal more about you than anything else because more than 70% of our behavior is habitual. So, the way that you bathe, the way that you brush your teeth, the way that you maintain a standard of mental thought and positive reinforcement is going to really dictate the vibration that you're moving through life. You know, people say, man, you got a vibe. I got a vibe from this cat. That vibe is positive. That vibe is enthusiastic. That vibe is light, is joy. And that's habitual. So I wanted to ask you a very simple question, and that is, are you stacking your wins? Stacking wins just means, hey, I did something that I said I was going to do today. That's a win. I followed through on the phone call I was going to make. That's a win. I decided I was going to cut sugar out of my diet for 3 days. That's a win. And you followed through and you did it. Stack the wins, stack them because they add up, and over time they will compound. So if you just take it one day at a time, sometimes we have goals, we have big, dreams. We want to, do certain things. We want to transform, and that's fantastic. But it takes time. And we can actually demotivate ourselves by the size and scope of our goal because we can get overwhelmed with our current circumstance. And when you are clear that your current circumstance is not your conclusion, then you become more vested in your vision and the picture of your success, that clear, concise mental picture, the destination that you're committed to arriving at. And that will allow you to then re-engage in today's activity that is completely invested in your future, in your vision. So, for example, I don't have a business in the thousands right now today. It's not in the thousands today. I can make calls today that can get me closer to my business in the thousands because I'm making calls today. I'm having conversations today. I had a conversation last night. So I'm doing things in the moment that push me toward my future. I'm doing things that are fully invested in the realization of that clear, concise mental picture. Whenever you're on a physical transformation, you don't have the body today that you want tomorrow, but you do things today for the body you want tomorrow. So you stack those wins. I had water with a little bit of natural salt in it, a little bit of natural salt. And then I had water with lemon. And then I had a cup of coffee. And that was how I started my day. I didn't have any food because I am intermittent fasting. And so I will eat at noon, which will give me 16 hours, which gives my body time to reset. It gives my digestive tract a little bit of a break, and I feel more energy. I feel better. And now from noon until 6, I can eat. Now that's a win. I just stacked a win because I'm doing specific activities today towards my transformational body and physique tomorrow. I go to the gym this morning and I have a really great workout. And then I take my electrolytes afterwards because that's going to re energize me. And I'm taking the right electrolytes, sustain. I'm not messing around with Gatorade and all that crap, that trash, hot trash. So that's a win because I'm putting sustain in my body. It's a clean, organic, non-toxic electrolyte, and it addresses nerve function. It addresses the regulated hydration of my cells. So there are so many things it's dealing with. That's a win, and I have a great workout because I'm focusing on strength and muscle development because I took my creatine this morning. That's a win. I'm stacking wins. So with the creatine, I stack that. I do the workout. Then come noon, I have a salad, heavy greens. I might have soup with the salad. So I have a great solid meal that has lots of nutrients. Throw some walnuts up in there, and boom, that's a win. And then I'm reading, making sure that I'm reading, building, developing my personal development, expanding my mind, cultivating the mental toughness. That's a win. So I'm stacking wins today. I'm giving you a real-time example. And then I make calls. I reach out to prospects. I set appointments. I meet people while I'm out doing what I do at the gym, at the store, at the gas station, what have you. And if I meet somebody, they have good energy, I'm going to exchange information. I'm building my contact database. I'm stacking my wins. And everything that I'm doing is in alignment with my clear, concise mental picture, a team of thousands, an organization, a business of thousands. And as I go through, because when you're digging for gold, ladies and gentlemen, you have to do a lot of digging, but you don't focus on the dirt. You focus on the gold, but you're going to have to go through a lot of dirt to get to the gold. And so as I'm going through and having conversations and meeting people, I'm sifting and I'm sorting, I'm identifying those individuals who qualify, that have that drive, that have that ambition, that have a desire. I'm looking for those people who are looking. And I tell the story. I tell the story how the average income in America is $60,000 a year, $5,000 a month. I tell the story how I don't believe most people, dreamed about being average. I tell the story of how people have no leverage and their time broke because there's only 24 hours in a day. There's only one of them. So they're hitting this ceiling on their income because they're capped. And then I teach about leverage and I identify those people who are hungry. They want more. They know that they're overworked and underpaid. They know that their current situation will never get them to their dreams and their goals. They know this, but they don't know, how to address it. They don't know what to do. They don't know that they have an option. And so in having conversations and evaluating people, determining their work ethic, their drive, their determination, I'm looking for dogs. I'm looking for, men and women that got that dog in them, that are ready to go out here and make some things happen. So these are all wins that I get to stack every day. It's 100% in my control. It's all based on me making the right choices, cultivating the right habits, and doing it every single day. Persistence breaks resistance. Procrastination is the assassination to your destination. So we do it now. We stack the wins. Keep our eyes on the prize. That clear, concise mental picture. If you got some value out of this, please like and subscribe. Go ahead and pass this on to somebody else who's got a dream or goal or a vision, because it's a blessing to be a blessing. Happy Faith, Focus, and Follow Through Friday.